worked on revising some things based on citizen input and also some input from the Commissioner of Agriculture's office and some conference calls with Deputy Commissioner Hunter. And I'm going to give you all the highlights of some of the changes we've done. In Section 2, at stay at home or place of residence, we've modified that some to where it says essential activities perform work in or obtain services from essential business, essential government service, or activities allowed in Section 3 of this order. So this is broadening this. And part of the idea that we're trying to do is we have a number of people, we told them you could do your business at home. Well, that's great. They take their orders and do that, but then their supplies are in their regular business location. So what they can do, one person can go to that business, pack the things to ship them by U.S. Postal, FedEx, UPS, SPF, any of those normal things. They cannot have one-on-one contact with the person. So they have to work out those. I think if everybody just thinks a little bit, they can make that happen. We also are trying to limit contact. That's the most important thing. So, something we don't often think about, but you might wipe off your credit card every so often and clean it, and your phone and that kind of thing, because you're going to be using those a lot under these modifications. Then in that also broadens. I'm thinking of one of the people called us. It's a family-operated business that they go at night and put out happy birthday or something, and unfortunately the lady following the law had to stop some. But now the new deal, they will be able to do that. It's one person delivers. And so those kind of things. If you have a question, call me or call the city you live in and ask about it, because the cities can make a little more stringent rules if they think that fits their situation better. But what we're talking about was at least ran by in a conference call with most of the cities in the county yesterday. Over in Section 7E II, says stores that sell goods and groceries, certain other essential suppliers. We added in this, we put in a section that says food and retail stores under this section that provide or sell food products or household staples and are ordered to establish controls to require a minimum of 6 feet of distance between patrons in lines queuing in front of the store and inside the store. Each store is ordered to limit the total number of individuals in the store, staff and customers, to 50% of the approved occupancy for that store. Fire marshal inside most cities has rated every business for the maximum number of people. Each store is ordered to create a written plan to implement these rules. Now, the city of Wichita Falls had a shorter period. This does not turn that period around. They wanted that sooner, but those stores will be out in the county and affected by this. And I'm giving them until 3 p.m. Monday to have that plan on file if someone comes in from a person coming from the government to look at that. We also want them to post something on the door to kind of tell people, remind them, don't gather together. And speaking of that, two of the commissioners have brought stories to me. These are not meant to be family events. One person from the household should go. Do not take your children to the store, and if you're in a situation, well, you have to look at whether that store allows online ordering, and you can drive by with your children in the car, you can get the item and go. But children tend to run around, touch a lot of things, and parents, let's be responsible. Let's tell our kids about why we need to have social distancing and how dangerous this is. Okay, on over in para 26 where it talks about lawn maintenance service. You know, we just missed it. That lawn spraying, pesticide spraying, those kind of things are important in lawn care, cutting down on various pests that are around your home and that kind of thing. So those services are immediately allowable unless restricted by the city they're in. So I wanted to get that out and get that clear. I think we made an improvement there. The next section comes over in item 30 of that section in 7E, and it has to do with the dilemmas we went through in trying to work with the big box stores and with the local nurseries to where they could deliver. And dealing with the Deputy Commissioner of Agriculture yesterday, he said he wanted us to allow curbside delivery. I realize for some of the stores that's going to mean some big things, but you cannot shop there. They'll have to figure out some online method, some kind of brochure, something you can print, and then you can order it. But you cannot go and peruse through the shop. Okay, somebody said, well, what does this do to flower shops? They can still take orders and they can deliver. You can't go to the flower shop. They could do curbside. If you come up, they can hand it out the door to you or put it outside. You should have already paid for it before they did that. The other thing is, they'll walk it out to you, and customers stay in their vehicles all the time. Same thing when you're picking up at one of the box stores. You stay in your vehicle, and you hand them the keys if they need to unlock your trunk. Don't get out of the vehicle. Okay, that's the Cliff's Notes version of these 12 pages here. And if you all have questions. The real thing I want to say to the public is, first of all, stay home. Second, I have appreciated you all calling me, texting me, emailing me, and the same with the commissioners. You know, we're all trying to help work this out. And the same thing with your city councils. We're all willing to it, but none of us know the perfect answer. But help us with the best answer and do your best to comply with it for your own safety and the safety of others. It's going to take that kind of cooperation. We keep having more and more positive tests come in each day. That number is growing, and we only had one person yet go through and as well. We've got a couple that are serious, and we should have those people in our thoughts and prayers to get them through this. But do not hesitate. Some people are messaging me. I'm not a big Facebook user. I look for my grandchildren. Messaging me is not an official communications. It is not a county site that I'm on. Please use my email or my cell phone or the office phone and do that. All right. Okay, the email is county.judge@co.wichita.tx.us. It's on the county website. And my cell phone is 940-631-9301. And my office number is 940-766-8101. But that's all should be posted out there. Claire did a nice job putting this. What I really appreciate, no one has been abusive of that. I don't start getting calls usually until 6:30 a.m. and they usually end by 10. And I appreciate people observing that.